Hello, my name is Alex, but I'm also known as Chibi Yuto, and welcome to another video review of Clamps Doujinshis. And continuing with this lovely journey of exploring Clamps Doujinshis, in this video I'll be doing the review of Doujinshi number 16. It's another Doujinshi about their Shoten series. However, this one is called Shoten Separate Volume, or in Japanese, Shoten Besatsu. So what's so different about this Shoten volume is that it takes place in a parallel universe where all the couples that were featured in previous stories got married and had children, so it's really a collection of happy stories of the Shoten couples. All the couples are male couples, of course. It's a collection of 7 stories, each one made by a different clan member at the time. They were 7. So you had 7 couples and 7 stories and 7 members. This was released on May 3rd of 1989. Therefore, they released 3 doujinshis in a row each month. So we had one in late March, we had one in April, and now this one in May. This doujinshi is actually one of the easiest one to find. So if you browse around on eBay or other secondhand bookshops, you probably will find it more easily than the ones that I've covered here. So without further ado, let's check the review. Alright, so this is the front cover. The cover paper has this texture. I think you can see it from the video. And this is the back cover. It forms one full illustration. This is something that they have been doing for a while now. And the cover was actually drawn by several of them. So you have this couple here is by Lisa Say, so it was drawn by Lisa Say. But on the back side, you have this couple by Mokona Papa, so she drew them. And here you have one by Mik Nikoi, so she drew this as well. So it's really a mixture of everyone's collaboration. On the cover here, on this left side, it says Clamp Special Book 16. And here at the bottom of the main title, it says Separate Volume 1, even though this is the only separate volume for Shoten. There were no volume 2, so perhaps when they did this, they intended to do more separate volumes, but this ended up being the only one. Then we have Laughing Point System, which is related to the title Shoten, which we've seen as a rough translation to English means laughing matter. And then we have 1989 May Super Happy Magazine. Underneath we have the name Clamp. On the back side we have some Japanese text that I don't know, but I think it's related to happiness. And there's some text here at the bottom as well, which I unfortunately can read. This is the book spine. There's no not much detail. It's a fairly short book. It has 54 pages, so there is not much room for spine design. So the first story that opens the book is by Nanase Okawa, actually, and I'm starting to get very positive that these drawings were made by her. They look very similar and consistent to the previous stories in which she wrote and these drawings appear. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this might very well be the only chance that we have had to see Okawa's art style. It's a story that's called I Can Be, and it's a novel. This young couple here, they were featured in previous stories, so it's sort of like a continuation. And then we have the index. So the first story I Can Be, it's by Okawa Nanase, and we've already seen it. Then the next story is by Mokona Papa, and it features the the couple from India, and they ended up being, actually they are right now, I think, teachers at the clamp school. And in this story they have a lovely child, a lovely girl child. It's the same one that appears on the back cover. And if you remember, both of them have cameo appearances in Niju Menso ni Onegai, also Dukarion. So you should keep an eye on them, on these comics I just said. It ends here, and then we have one story by Mick Nikoi. Doesn't it look a lot like Goho Drug? This panel, this page specifically. And then very similar to Wish, it's called Frankie's Tower. The couple also have a baby, and then here he has grown a few years later. More Mick Nikoi. Oh, and it ends right here. Then the next story is by Seina Nao, featuring the same couple, the guy with the long hair, long dark hair. So as you can see, they all feature stories from the couples that we've been following in Shoten series. And it ends here. So here they were announcing that event. And yes, I dig a little deeper, and indeed this was an event. And apparently this is a singer. I cannot read her name. It starts with Chi something. If someone knows, please let me know. And apparently it was like a party, like a dance party or an event with this singer and clamp. It took place on June 18 of 1989, and I think it's safe to say this was the first official clamp event. On the next volume, on the next Doujinshi, they will make a report about it. So yeah, I was in doubt in my previous video, but I can confirm that this was indeed an event. Here's there's practical information for those who were planning to attend. Apparently her name is Enko. Yeah, I don't know who she is. Then we have a novel by Satsuki Gurashi, and the same thing I said about Okawa's drawing, I will repeat here, because from the looks of it, the style, and comparing to the previous stories by Satsuki, I would say that these drawings were also made by her. And again, we don't know how Satsuki's style is, because she never was the main artist of any of the clamp series, but this very well might be our only chance of seeing how her style, how solo style is. It ends here, so it's just 4 pages. Then there is a story by Tamayo Akiyama. It's called Sure Dance. And they get married and also have babies. It's very lovely. It really is like a collection of happy stories. It's a pretty long comic as well. I think it's the longest one yet. Yeah, it ends here. Then the actual last story is by Lisa Sei, so the couple we've seen in the cover, and this guy is the guy that appears in Combination, as you might remember. It's called Paradise. It takes place also in the Clamp Campus world we have here. This is a very disturbing image of a child with a gun. But yeah. Oh, we've seen the same teacher that appears in the Mokona's story, but here he's drawn by Lisa Sei. And it ends here. Then closing the book, we have a section called Character Information, which basically is about all the couples we've seen and some information about their height, how much they weigh, their birthdays, blood type, where they were born, age, their tastes and hobbies, stuff like that. And we have that for all stories. So the one for Okawa, the one for Mokona Papa, the one for Miknekoi, Seinanao, Satsuki Gurashi, Tamayo Akiyama, and Lisa Sei. So each member at the time, they were 7, each one did one story. So there are 7 stories here. And here there is one note saying that even though I can't really tell and be sure of it 100%, I would say that they are saying that even though there are 7 stories by 7 members, they really see this book as a clamp book, a book that was really done by clamp as a unit, as a group. And you can really feel and tell that they were getting more and more involved with each other and close together. You see in the illustrations how they were sharing roles in panels, and we will see this more and more from now on. So this concludes the review. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching this video and joining me in this journey. In case you don't know, I have a website about clamp. The address is chibiyuto.com. I will love if you could pay me a visit there. Until next time, bye.